Welcome to this video where we take a closer look at the 1990 Liberty $quarter coin, an important piece of U.S. coinage history. This quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. It includes inscriptions such as Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year of issue. 1990, the mint mark, if present, appears just behind Washington's hair ribbon. On the reverse, the coin carries the heraldic eagle design, which was used on quarters. From 1932 until 1998, the eagle stands proudly with its wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, symbolizing America's balance of strength and peace. The 1990 quarter was struck in copper nickel clad, with a pure copper core. This durable composition gave the coin its silvery appearance while ensuring that it could withstand many years of circulation. Coins were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with Philadelphia quarters bearing no mint mark and Denver quarters carrying a small D. Proof coins were also struck at the San Francisco Mint for collectors. In circulation, the 1990 Liberty Quarter is quite common and generally worth only its face value. However, uncirculated or proof examples, especially in high grades, are of greater interest to coin collectors. The quarter was one of the most frequently used coins in everyday American life in 1990. From vending machines to payphones and parking meters, it played an essential role in daily transactions across the country. The 1990 issue is also significant because it comes from the last decade of the eagle reverse design. Less than a decade later, the U.S. Mint would launch the 50-state quarters program, which completely changed the appearance of the quarter. Collectors value the 1990 quarter as a bridge between tradition and change. It represents the enduring Washington portrait and eagle reverse, symbols that defined American quarters for most of the 20th century. Proof coins from 1990 are particularly stunning, with sharp strikes, mirror-like fields, and frosted designs. They highlight the artistry and attention to detail of the U.S. Mint. While not rare, the 1990 Liberty $quarter remains a fascinating piece for anyone interested in American numismatics. It connects us to a time when coins were used more frequently in daily life than they are today. Holding a 1990 quarter is like holding a snapshot of history. It reflects the traditions of U.S. coin design, the pride of a nation, and the everyday economic life of America in the late 20th century. The Washington Quarter, designed by John Flanagan, has become one of the most recognizable in American coinage. By 1990, it had already been in use for nearly 6 decades, making it a true classic in U.S. numismatic history. The eagle reverse, with its proud wings spread wide, is symbolic of America's strength and resilience. The olive branches below reflect the nation's commitment to peace, while the arrows signify readiness to defend. For many Americans, the 1990 quarter brings back memories of everyday life before the digital era. Payphones, arcade machines, laundromats, and parking meters all relied heavily on quarters, making them one of the most practical coins of the time. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of 1990 quarters for circulation. This high mintage means that while the coin is not rare, well-preserved examples in mint condition are harder to find and more valuable to collectors. Proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint in 1990 stand out for their beauty and precision. These special collector's coins were not intended for circulation and were struck with highly polished dies to create sharp, detailed images. Coins from this year often show circulation wear, with the high points of Washington's hair and the eagle's wings being the first areas to lose detail. Collectors prize examples that retain strong detail and original luster. The 1990 quarter is also historically important because it represents the final decade of the eagle reverse design. Just 9 years later, in 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program, retiring the eagle design for good. Because of this, quarters from the 1980s and 1990s are often viewed as the last generation of classic Washington quarters, making them especially meaningful for those who want to complete a full collection of the series. The coin's copper-nickel-clad composition reflects the practical needs of modern coinage. While no longer struck in silver, the quarter still carried on the legacy of earlier silver issues, maintaining the same size and weight. For younger collectors, the 1990 Liberty Quarter is an affordable entry point into U.S. numismatics. It is a coin that connects the present with the past and introduces them to the long history of American quarters. Every 1990 quarter tells a story. From circulation finds to pristine proof examples, each piece reflects the artistry of its design, the purpose of its use, and the era it represents in American life. Ultimately, the 1990 Liberty Quarter dollar is more than just 25 cents. It is a piece of history, a symbol of national pride, and a collectible coin that continues to interest both casual collectors and serious numismatists alike.